Okay, I'll come back and have a look at that. Hello, hydraulic idiot. Law is good. He's very good. His only negative is that he's a pure runner. He can't do anything else but cap flags. That's his only negative. He's not really broken in my opinion, which is good. But he's very, very good. No. No. No, you shouldn't even be running attack on Law. Law's role is not to get you kills, and he won't get you kills that often. He's not made to get you kills. But before I come in here, I might as well just read over these balance adjustments, see what we have here. Okay, so they did finally start adjusting the normal attacks, which is good. The only thing they changed was the distance and the range, I guess. It's not really... I wanted them to change the speed, but unfortunately it doesn't look like they've done that. That's okay though. Alright, so skill power 56, skill power 31. Skill power is 555 for the final hit, I guess. Capture block time is 25 seconds, good. Speed reduced. It's 36-second cooldown. It's still pretty slow. Okay. Increase attack range, continuous, mid-range, multiple hit area attack. Okay. Which pushes back enemies at mid-range. Okay, so it can push enemies back as well. The only thing that's changed. So it's the same as Kaido's Borrow Breath. Damage reduction, skill power is 50, max of 10 hits. Skill power 35, max of 3 hits. Final hit is 527. With knockback. Okay, and this one is 34 seconds and increased damage inflicted on Animal Kingdom. Obviously, we're not going to get any use out of this right now, but maybe. If we get Kaido for Anniversary, which would be nice, then maybe we could see something there. But this hasn't changed. They didn't change the cooldown, huh? I don't. This cooldown is very long. Yo, Lazy, what's up, man? I'm just going over Momo's details right now. When HP is 50% or more, increase treasure gauge amount by 50%. Recovers treasure gauge past 50% of its maximum amount. When attacking a runner, reduce the cooldown time of skill 1 by 5%. Reduce the cooldown time of skill 2 by 5%. That's a very good trait. Dude, I am so glad they changed this, dude. I swear to God, if they left this on Momo, I would have actually, been done. Band, I have no idea what they're doing if they had left that on Momo. Thankfully, they changed it to runners. When dealing damage with hit 1 or 2 of a normal attack, 50% chance to inflict capture block. That's very good. It changed from hit 3 to hit 1 or 2. That's really, really good, honestly. For a set period of time after using skill 2, resist stagger. Yep, that's fine. When in the treasure area around your captured treasure, nullify status enemies, status effects, sorry, and resist stagger and knockback. Okay, that's really good. That is really good for a defender. Yo, Dawn, what's up, man? I am doing a Bounty Rush stream. When in the area around your captured treasure, reduce damage received by 30%, increase whatever. Okay. Question. If they... If they were going to keep this trait, why could they not remove this? They could have just made this in a treasure area. In my opinion, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because he's a defender, I guess. Every time you continually recover the treasure gauge by 10%, increase attack by 5% up to 30, and increase defense by 10% up to 50. Okay, that's really good. Same as Blue Kaido. He is really resembling Blue Kaido now in BF version. When HP is 70% or more, reduce damage received by 50%. Okay, that's a decent trait. When attacking an enemy with skill 2, 70% of recovery of damage up to 10,000. Okay. I wish it wasn't locked to skill 2, but that's okay. Reduce cooldown time of skill 1 by 10%. Okay. That's all there is for Momo. No worries, Jackie, dude. Thank you for joining, man. They did not change the normal attacks for Rayleigh at all, huh? They did not change the normal... And they didn't give him anything on his skill. How do you think of the buffs now? Do you think G5 is countered? Well, I haven't read Rayleigh yet. I'm still... They literally didn't touch this except that they gave it knockback. Honestly, I'm gonna be real, that's not what he needed. This is good. This is good. Not like I'll say this is good, but it's not enough. He should have had ignore damage reduction. 100% he should have had ignore damage reduction. That's not enough to stop G5. It's not enough. Skill 2, damage reduction, enemies, yeah, 70%. They added knockback to this as well. They did nothing but add knockback to both skills. And like I said, they lowered this to 36. I said that they would lower it to 34, 36, something like that. They lowered it to 36. So, that's fine. But this one, they 100% needed to add ignore damage reduction on here. We needed that. That's sad. When spawning, acquire a defensive shield up to 30%. I said that this would increase, and it did. While defensive shield is active, enemy attacks will reduce durability instead of HP, and will be inflicted with stagger on the enemy who attacked you. Exclude some attacks, of course. When performing a perfect dodge, mid-range area attack, area stun for 5 seconds. Mid-range area attack with knockback. This will deal a fixed percentage of damage. 50% now. Okay, so that did increase as well. That went up to 50%. Okay. When performing a perfect dodge, recover durability of defensive shield by 50%. Nice. I was hoping that it would go up to 100, but they left out the same. Reduce a cooldown time of dodge by 100. I guess if you have infinite dodges, then I guess it's fine. I just was kind of hoping that they would increase it to 100. For a set period of time after using skill 2, resist stagger being downed and knockback. Boost cooldown reduction speed of skill 1 by 200. Okay. That is very good. It's the same as Blue Uta. So Blue Uta has a very similar trait to this. So that's good. As long as you keep charging, your skill 1 will fill up a lot faster. When you knock back an enemy, recover durability of defensive shield by 10%. Okay. That's very good. Reduce cooldown time of skill 2 by 15. Alright. When HP is 50% or more, can ignore the enemy and refill the treasure gauge, and recovers treasure gauge 50% plus this maximum amount. Okay, good. When in the area around your captured treasure, reduce damage received by 30%. Resist stagger and knockback. Okay. Interesting. When attacking an area with a skill, 50% recovery of damage up to 7,500. So he had 30% before, now it's gone up to 50. Updates are, I believe they'll go live tomorrow. When attacking an enemy with the element you're strong against, increase damage dealt by 30% and nullify the 1 HP trait if KO'd by enemy. That's really good for G5, obviously. He already had that, but, you know. Continue to make adjustments to balance the game. You're not really balancing the game, but, you know. Go ahead, my guy. Yeah, so it's tomorrow. These come out tomorrow. Okay. Rayleigh looks pretty decent. I'm not sure how to feel about Momo. I mean, I'm sure Momo will be good against Law, but I don't know how well Momo's going to do against anyone but Law. Is really where I see it. I don't know how well he's going to do against anyone except for Law. Maybe Dark Roger, maybe. Alright, I'm about halfway there. I'm pretty sure Beppo's on like 30 or something. A little bit less than 30. Somewhere around there. That's alright. I'm interested in Rayleigh though. I want to see how well Rayleigh does against G5. But not only that, I want to see how well Rayleigh does against other units besides G5 as well. Hopefully a no-cell stream. Well, I'll try, man. Hi, Saritha. Did I get Kuma? Yeah, I have Kuma. I have Kuma and Bonnie. If that's what you're talking about. You feel like they're gonna be Kizaru food? You mean the new buffs? I don't think Rayleigh will be Kizaru food, honestly. I think Rayleigh will be fine. I hope so, at least. G5 chose to... Damn. That's fine. They didn't give Rayleigh status effects nullification or reduction. Yeah, but he has his shield, so I think he'll be fine. I tried to press my counter, but it didn't work. It's fine. Alright. How was that not? Whatever. Alright, will I stream on Christmas Day? On the 25th, you mean? That's fine. Oh, it looks like Saturn ran. It's fine. I mean, I don't have anything to do on Christmas Day, so I probably will. You showed the buffs? All right. Yeah, sorry, BMV. I did show the buffs. These Saturns really like the weight, man. Well, the problem is, Dawn, I can sit there and wait for the enemies to do it, but every time I do that, then the enemies don't frickin' hit anything. So then I always just throw it out because everyone seems to hit me every single time. I can't tell which player is which. Suck a dick, dude. You heard me. You wanted to discuss them. I mean, there's not much to discuss. Like, Momo looks... They didn't really do enough for Momo, in my opinion. I mean, he seems like he'll be fine, but I feel like they could have lowered his cooldown a lot more on his skills. Rayleigh looks like he'll be good against G5, but I don't know if he has enough damage to actually kill G5. I'm not too sure there. I wanted his skill 1 to have ignored damage reduction so that he could at least do something in that regard, but he doesn't. Of course. You're not touching either of them at all. I would say it's worth using Rayleigh just to see. I would say Rayleigh you can get away with, but the other ones, I don't know. Momo, I'm not 100% sure, and I don't have him at level 100 to even bother with him. Whatever. Hi, Luksha. Alright, he was nowhere near me, but sure. Unless it's an EX, no one cares. It's gonna be another buff, everyone using them for the second day, and then they forget about them. I mean, what more can you expect from the BF buffs, honestly? The way that they've been doing the BF buffs is that they've been directing them towards one unit. Momo is a directly made to counter Law, and Rayleigh is directly made to counter G5. That's all they're there for. These buffs are just for that reason. That's the only reason these buffs even exist. This is their way of making people think that they're doing something about how bad this meta is. Double runner meta sucks. Garbage. Well, no one's gonna use defenders in this meta. In this meta, no one's gonna even touch defenders, because what's the point? What is the point of using a defender in this meta? Guard treasure, yeah. Great. Why am I fighting Kuzan? I was just trying to stall. Do a flip. Go ahead, Yonko. Show me you doing a flip, and then I'll do a flip. He's probably just trying to see what Ray's like before the buffs. Make your character flip. There you go. There you go. There you go, Shirohige. You got matched up against an Indian OPBR YouTuber called Sasaki today using Momo, probably for a vid. Safe to say. I guess he threw, is what you're trying to say? Because he was using Momo? I feel like that's just skill issues, Dawn. You should have carried. Thank you, Shirohige. I only learned that I could do that today. I learned how to do that today. As I was scouring the manual. Well, Dawn, maybe you should have been nice and lost. You should have threw the game. You're a horrible person for not throwing the game. He's just trying to record a video, man. Am I trying to get Beppo's title? Yes. Why do my pants look like that? Well, if I could answer you, I would. Alright, sure. Of course he just wasn't downed, of course. No, that makes so much sense, man. I love it so much when the enemies don't get downed after they get hit by skills. Great. Yo, Furious, what's up, man? Great. Yeah, it always happens lazy. It is what it is, man. How good Law is? Law's good. He's number 2 for sure. He's definitely number 2 in the meta. The problem is that BMV is... not BMV. Why the hell did I say BMV? G5 is so good that no one can even compare to him. Even when they release a brand new EX, it still does not compare to G5. I mean, if you get perfect dodges with Ray, then I think Ray will, I think Ray will be fine. He has his perfect dodges, and he doesn't teleport out of the flag either when he gets a perfect dodge. So if you think about it, Kizaru's skill 1 is basically a free perfect dodge for you. As long as you have good connection, of course. Yep, nothing I can do about that. Alright, I definitely did teleport him, but sure. I know where to go. Alright. Right. Everyone's on the base flag. Great. That's awesome. Whatever. Great, GG's. Yo, Subuk, what's up, man? I don't know, I don't really care about Nezjuro, honestly. They better draw Big Mom and Kaido. I would much prefer that than BB. But I don't know, Dawn. Honestly, I don't really care about Nezjuro. Even if ulti says it, I would ignore it. Because I know that that ulti is probably just Laksha's dupe account. Or Yvonne. You saw the buffs, they're kind of average. They're just designed for one specific purpose, which, you know, we'll see how well that works. Rayleigh is designed for G5 and Momo is designed for Law. That's all it is. Great. Great. Sure. How that wasn't a perfect dodge is beyond me, bro. Whatever. Whatever, dude. 5-0 once again, pretty much. Great. I'm starting to get bored of today. Honestly, I think an hour, I might be done after an hour at this page. I'll give it an hour and then I'll just stop playing. Sure. That makes sense. Sure. Anyone want to explain that to me? Go ahead. Anyone want to explain what just happened to me? Go ahead. Sure. You got hit. Oh yeah, with no animation I got hit. No, that's great. That's awesome. 0 animation and I already dodged before it happened, but no, I got hit. Sure. It's great, dude. S-Snake is so broken she can run around the flag and use skills at the same time. That's how broken S-Snake is. Makes sense. No, it's skill issue, lazy. I have to dodge at the beginning of the game. That's the only way that I can get perfect dodges, is I have to dodge 30 seconds before she even gets to the flag. I have to dodge. That's the only way to get a perfect dodge. 100% skill issue, man. 100%. Look, as soon as the game starts, I'll dodge and I'll get a perfect dodge. Watch. Watch this perfect dodge right now. Did y'all see that perfect dodge? Of course. Of course. Of course. We'll see what the buffs look like tomorrow. Yeah, I'm really not feeling today. Of course. Whatever. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Oh my god, dude. My allies are my biggest enemies, dude. My allies are my biggest enemies, dude. I would have had that flag. Oh, whatever. Give up. Whatever. I'm not selling anything. BB almost carried. Yeah, sure. That's fine. Great. I can't tell whether they're gonna wait or not. I don't know why there's no audio for you, Gus. Right. Why? I guess you can't teleport to Sabo, I forgot. Of course he got Shin. Whatever. No, Ray and Momo will both be usable. Ray and Momo will both be usable. The problem is just they're very specific. Ray is only going to be good against G5, and Momo's only going to be good against Law. They remove Momo's trade where he heals against Kizaru's skill 1, which is stupid. If BB counters Kizaru in G5, it starts a new meta, and that's what they should do. I don't want him to counter both. I only want him to counter G5. If he counters G5, then that's all we need. Guys, don't expect the new unit to counter, like, the entire meta of the game. That's stupid. That's actually stupid. Do you want, like, y'all want a unit to come out and counter all of the current meta so that then they will be the unit that you complain about then? Then all of your complaints are just going to go to Blackbeard then. Are you going to be happy with that? No, no one's going to be happy with that. He only needs to counter G5. If he counters G5 already, it'll be harder to play Kizaru already. Because all these units that G5 counters and Kizaru doesn't. G5 already did it. No, he didn't. Kizaru is still 100% playable. All the units... Like, Gear 5 didn't counter anyone. He's just broken himself. G5 did not counter a single unit. All he is he is broken himself to the point where he needs to counter himself. He doesn't specifically counter anyone. He's just broken. That's not the point, Dawn. I'm saying G5 was not created with the expectation that he would be a counter. G5 is not a counter to anyone. G5 is just a unit that was made because attackers were too strong. So we needed another runner. That's not cope. Who does he counter? So what? Who did I teleport? Who does he counter? He hard counters Kizaru. How? Kizaru's still in the meta. Kizaru's still around. Alright. Kizaru doesn't need a counter, and we don't need a unit that counters Kizaru and the G5. One G5 can solo 5 Borsalinos. And yet Kizaru is still usable. He is still very much in the top ranks of the meta. The only thing that G5 did by coming out is make it so that you can get a flag again. But that's what's so broken about G5 is the fact that he just made it so that you can just keep getting flags. Yeah, you're not gonna beat G5 with just normals. Unless you have team boost, you're not beating G5 with just normals. And obviously you can't use your skills because they'll heal him. He countered Green Bull and Fuji. Okay, I can give you that, Subuk. You're right. You know what? You're right. I was kind of hoping you would let me get that, but obviously you're not. Well, of course you're gonna see more G5s than Law. G5 is literally better than Law. That's not even debatable. G5 is better than Law. Yo, Headhunters, what's up, man? I did not expect that to one-shot, but sure. I'll take the one-shot. You see, Dawn, you can dodge the actual teleport. Alright. Am I free to play? I would like to say yes. Kuma and Garb have been more fun than Kizaru, not gonna lie. Garb, I agree. Kuma's okay. I wouldn't say he's more fun than Kizaru. Garb, I agree, but Kuma and Bonnie, I don't agree. I like using Kizaru more than them. You got 20 hours playtime in Steam till sessions start. You're stuck on 1.3k. Mobile is easy for pushing. Well, unfortunate. BB will do massive damage for all Devil Fruit users, and we all agree about this, and G5 Kizaru are Devil Fruit users, so maybe he'll bring Shanks and Garp to the meta. I mean, that depends if they're going to give him traits that will be effective towards Devil Fruit users or power users. I'm still weary on whether they are actually going to give him traits that are towards power users, but if they do, then that's great. He'll basically just kill the entire meta of the game. Kuma put down G5 and Saturn mainly. Well, Saturn mainly. G5 is G5, man. G5 will get around it. That's why he's still the #1 unit in the game. You can't say you're free to play. No sensible free to play is going to summon for Beppo and Law. Are you trying to say that summoning for Law is not free to play? Please don't get the flag. Please don't get the flag. Please. I wish you wouldn't even have bothered. I don't get why Bonnie was hit by my skill and not stopped, but sure. Whatever. Wow, he actually killed LPG. That easily, huh? Alright, I did press my counter, but sure. The first time you've seen someone running low on Beppo, well, don't expect me to use Beppo. There we go. Okay. How am I liking Law? Law's good. Law's good. That Saturn was pretty much bullying all of your teammates. Well, he was more likely getting bullied himself, because he had to keep teleporting to flags. If I'm being honest, he was more likely getting bullied himself. Haruka is free to play, except he buys other stuff here and there. Other than that, he's free to play. I don't buy anything. First of all, Headhunters, Tanapi gifts this shit to me. I didn't ask Tanapi to give this shit to me. He gifts it to me. Tanapi wants to stay in my good graces. Do a stream where you show your full self. What do you mean by my full self? You mean like a face reveal? Or do you mean just the full body model, the model? I can do that. It's just it'll be very far away. I mean, I can try to make it bigger. Okay. What? What just happened? What just happened? What just happened? What just happened? I'll leave that to gear 5. That's perfectly fine. I keep thinking your law is gone tomorrow. You mean because of Momo? Depends how many people use Momo. That flip was awesome, by the way. Well, thank you for telling me 30 minutes after I did it. Nice. I believe in Momo. Of course you do. You will show every Law the power of Momo and Ray. I don't think that Ray is going to be good against Law. If I'm being honest, I don't think Rayleigh is going to be good against Law at all. But Momo can definitely do well against Law. Momo definitely, I agree, but I don't think that Rayleigh is going to be good against Law. What's up, Blood? You just started watching in a goated clutch. I wouldn't say that it was a clutch, but it was a good decision for me to teleport there because I knew that that flag was low. Rather than trying to get the full flag. I was able to grab a Suns and Ocean logo from a table and got them signed by Tanapi and Aopi. Nice. You can probably sell them for $5 each. Don't complain that Dawn threw then. Rayleigh's meant to counter G5. You know you gotta push those Law cells. I know he's meant to counter G5. Oh, you've got to push those Law sails, is what you were trying to say. But, I guess he was because he was also using an invincibility. Damn nice. I have to test it out first to see who's going to wait before they dodge. Okay, he baited me. Okay, Dawn, I admit I suck at using the counter. Oh, he teleported. Oh, okay. Damn. Alright, fine, I take it back, Dawn. I did click dodge, but it didn't activate. Nice. Ray should have had these traits when he released with Roger. I don't know what they were thinking when he first released. I don't know why they made Ray the way that they did when he first released, honestly. I really don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me why they made him that way. Beppo for the win, of course. Beppo above Kizaru, dude. What do you mean? Kizaru who? People asking for Kizaru counters, and Beppo's right there. Rooms when? I can play rooms. It's Xmas time. Let's be nice to each other. What if we don't celebrate Xmas? I would say Hanukkah, but I live in Australia, so I can't say that right now. I thought you were supposed to pair them together. No, Rayleigh was just severely outclassed by Dark Roger. What? Oh, that was good. Okay, sure. Sure, dude, whatever. It feels like they're gonna butcher the next EX buffs if they keep going on like this. I don't think that's really the case, but I think that the only thing is they're just building these buffs for certain specific units, and I think that that's where they're going wrong. There's nothing I could have done there. I mean, Whitebeard would be an interesting buff, though, that's for sure. Really? I hit you first! That's so bullshit. Sure. Sure. Law should have been able to go through walls with skill 1. I think that that's ridiculous. He should have been able to go through walls with skill 1. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. They got team boost. Okay, sure. Okay, I literally used my counter, but sure. Whatever. Well, because Stussy can't deal with G5. That's the only reason no one uses Stussy. Stussy can't deal with G5, and Lilith also can't do anything against G5. Lilith also struggles against G5. No, that would not have made him overpowered at all. Headhunters. He should have been able to go through walls because every runner nowadays has movability. When they respawn, they do not have to run directly to flags. Gear 5 can turn giant and move with speed. Jinbei can teleport. Vegapunk can teleport. What's his name? Lucci has 2 skills that move him forward. Law literally has to run directly to flags. And I think that that's trash. Is that you, Furious? I feel like that was Furious. The defender that can easily deal with G5 got his legs cut off with Kuma. I wouldn't say easy, but he could deal with G5. Why can't Stussy handle G5? Because she doesn't have any knockback. If he caps the flag, she can't stop him. Whatever. She has no way to stop him if he's capping the flag. Her damage isn't even good enough to kill him. She would have been. She would have been extremely good if she had knockback. Infinite counters with knockback on skills would have been amazing. The teleport itself has very good range. Yeah, but you have so many obstacles in every single match that block you. So the teleport itself having good range means nothing. It means nothing if you can't use it. The only maps that you can use it in are Marine Ford and Arlong Park. Yeah, great, dude. That's awesome. It should have been able to go through walls like everyone else can move to flags. Your counter teleports to flags. Yeah, but counters are the most predictable things in the world. Counters are so easily to deal with. You can't even aim, dude. I use my counter. They're great. What? Oh, this game is so trash, dude! This game is so trash, bro! Of course he would aim for freaking Snake. I can't do anything. I mean, have you used Stussy though and Daru? Wow, Law came in clutch there. Law came in clutch there. If I had her, I wouldn't be asking. Well, I thought you were saying that because you used Stussy, and so you didn't understand why I was saying that she was bad against G5. That was my assumption, but clearly I was wrong. I mean, you didn't have to spend 1.5k if you were there when she released, but obviously you weren't. Not as wrong as you, Headhunters. Your life is wrong. Your existence is wrong, Headhunters. That's fine. Alright. It is a Stussy. Stussy disappeared real quick. Law with his skill 1 could have been an OP defender. Well, that's what I wanted him to be. I wanted him to be a defender. But, unfortunately, they made him a runner. And turned League into tons of treasure. Oh, God. The next CB, lucky you. Yeah, I know. I heard. It's the next CB. Look who's platinum. Yep. That's what happens when a runner releases. A new EX runner releases. You'll use Momo in challenge battle? Go ahead. I'll use Momo and Rayleigh and I'll win. If you do it, then I'll do it, Headhunters. I'll do it too. If Dawn doesn't, then Dawn's a pussy. Alright, he waits. Okay, of course. Okay, that makes sense. Nice. You see, Headhunters? See, the problem isn't me, it's the counter. No, Luffy's hacking. No, Luffy's hacking. Yeah, this Luffy is a hacker. Yeah, G5 is hacking Anderu. The G5 is hacking. Well, I'm trying to read chat at the same time, but it's not easy, man. Look at how much damage I took from his trait area. Look at how much damage I was taking from just his trait area. No, Law's not a unit that's gonna be have longevity. Unfortunately, if once Law gets countered, then he's gonna fall off quite hard. Just like Light Shanks, Once he gets countered, he's gonna fall off very hard. He's not designed the same way that Lucci is, where Lucci is able to survive through metas just due to how good he is. Law, he's not gonna be the next Lucci. No. Lucci was able to live because he has usability besides just being a runner, but Law doesn't have that. Law is a pure runner, nothing more, nothing less. No, he is EX material. He is 100% EX material. He's just EX material that's made not to live too long. He's not made to survive throughout the metas. They have 2 Saturns. Oh, okay. Okay, I did press my counter, but sure. I'm not underestimating Law, but... Dude, I'm pressing the counter, like, as soon as he teleports. Ugh. No, whatever. Okay, sure. You want Law to survive because he's easier to defend against. He's easier to defend against than G5 and Lucci. I can understand that. I'm not gonna bother guarding the flag from D5. Nice. Did anyone do the application for the event? Nope. Nope. How can Kizaru kill Law with skills but not with basics? I think it's in his skill he can ignore. In his skills he can ignore 1 HP traits, but in his normals he can't. It's a thing for his skills, not for his traits. The only reason I ask is because it wasn't full. Well, I didn't do it, so... A W match because of the other Law. Oh, you mean my Law, of course. I agree. I think it's the same as Garp and Daru. That he can ignore 1 HP traits with the skills, but not with his normals. Yeah, well, I wasn't planning on going to LA, so I didn't do it. Credit stealer like Zoro. Zoro has never stolen credit in his life. Neither have I. You headhunters, you might be buggy. But me, I'm Monkey D. Monkey D. Haruka. Momo's not a law counter, he's a runner counter. Does his cap thing work on G5 though? How did that? Okay, sure. Sure, whatever. You still have to pay everything yourself, fly to LA event and shit, right? Yes, of course. They're not gonna pay for anyone. I don't think that they paid for anyone to go there. I don't think, at least. Who knows, maybe they could have. GG's Fierce, dude. York x Sanji will happen at the end of the story. Only Sanji can satisfy that hunger. Interesting theory. Ah, that's unfortunate, Ace. That's really unfortunate that you came now. You came all the way from New York, damn. Well, at least you enjoyed yourself. I don't do it on purpose. Dawn. I don't do it on purpose at all. But anyways, guys. You wanted to make sure you had the code to enter the One Piece base app. I have no idea. Well, anyways, guys. Thank you all for joining. Really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy the stream, then please do leave a like. And please do subscribe if you'd like to see more content. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys. Sorry, Ace.